Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. How is a murder, how is it punished? If someone kills someone else and pays money, that's it, it's good? Or that person goes to prison or something like that. Otherwise we'll say, okay, I want that person eliminated, I'm gonna have someone do it for me or something, and then they say, yes, Samuel, you gotta pay. Okay, how many? 20 million? Okay, here 20 million. Okay, another guy, boom, I want that one done. Buck, 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 Emil, you're guilty. Pay. Okay, how much? 20 million. Here, 20 million. Is that how it works? And if it does not work this way, then why aren't governments who in their name and based on their decision, innocent people die? They make a claim, which I think is justifiable, that Putin, if he knew about certain kind of actions in Ukraine, and it's a connection between these mass graves, the atrocities, Russian army did it purposely, and then that was commanders, the commanders informed Putin, Putin said go ahead, and all this would go to the guy being a war criminal. Now, if Putin pays money to the families of those guys, would be okay? And he stays in power? No, it wouldn't be okay, obviously, right? So we can be logical and just when we think about someone like that. But let's say we have the British government here, and we have something like that. Should those guys who, ordered the attack, all this, should they be jailed? Or just make you pay? Because they don't pay from their pocket. It's gonna be you. All right, let me put this in the context of this article so we can discuss who's who and what's what. So this article comes from Republic World and it is from November 9th, 2022. UK, the country, acknowledges 64 children killed by Britain's action in Afghan war. Pays compensation. Do you know where I'm going with this? The decision to go in Afghanistan was made by certain people. Without that decision, there would not have been military, UK military present in Afghanistan to commit this kind of killings. So, is that government responsible for all this? Remember, why was Afghanistan attacked, invaded by UK? I don't remember. Do you remember why? Because it was harboring terrorists, or what were they doing? What exactly? Looking for bin Laden, or what was the reason? Remember, UK was also involved in some killings in other areas in Iraq. And again, they pay. But is the UK government pays for the decisions made by someone else? And the government pays from your taxes. So you are responsible, ultimately, you're gonna be paying for the decisions made by some weasels. And some people died. Is that how it works? I guess so. So Britain, the country, because the country was guilty. You are guilty. You. Not the people that we know exactly their names. We know exactly the names, we know exactly the date and time, and we know exactly what they said. The decision was made by a few people, not by Britain. No. Don't hide behind these things. He was a guy about in the 20s when he said that, 1920s. He said that he didn't really like the parliamentary system because those weasels are hiding behind numbers. That is, they vote, and when they vote something stupid and big things occur, well, we all voted for it, so nobody's responsible. But if you have one person making a decision and says, yeah man, we should do that, and they make the decision, then you know exactly who that person is. So that the same person said, actually, one person has more responsibility that's going to be punished by making a decision than the group. The group doesn't feel any responsibility because, hey, we voted. We were 200 here, and there were 3 over there. So we 200 who voted. So you're not going to punish all 200. We are the elected officials, right? Yes. No. No. In this case, we know exactly who said what, and based on what was invaded what, and 64 children at least, I would say, died. Don't give me Britain pays. No, Britain gets it from where? From you, from your taxes. So you pay for someone else's decisions. Good job. Because you're responsible because you elected that guy? I don't think that guy was elected by you. I think that guy was elected by the guys that supposedly you elected. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. Britain paid compensation to the families of at least 64 children killed by UK military actions in Afghanistan, a charity said Wednesday, 4 times more than previously acknowledged. The London-based advocacy and research group Action on Armed Violence said it received the information in response to Freedom of Information requests. Is that still respected in Great Britain? It said that UK paid compensation to the families of 64 children who were killed between 2006 and 2014. It said the youngest for whom an age was recorded was 1, and the oldest 15. Airstrikes and bombing caught in crossfire were the most common causes of death. Action on Armed Violence said the average compensation payments was, you come and tell me. So the average compensation payment was of how much? I didn't read this before, and I expected millions at least, but it's not millions. Well, it's 1,000. Isn't that something? So imagine that someone invades you or me and kills my children, and they give me a compensation £1,656, which is $1,894. What can you do with that? Stick it in your ass and they will all fit. I guarantee you that. I tried. $1,894, 1,656 pounds for a child who was killed. What is this? What is this? The group said true tally of children deaths from British military activity could be as high as 135, because in some cases the people killed were listed as son or daughter with no age given. Britain's Ministry of Defense previously acknowledged paying compensation over the deaths of 16 children. We know more than 450 British troops died in Afghanistan between the US-led invasion in 2001 and the end of UK combat operation in 2014. For what? What did you get out of it? What did they get out of it? So many companies reconstructed Afghanistan, like they're gonna reconstruct Ukraine. Don't you see something here that? Anyway, man, 1,656 pounds. It's an insult. I don't know. It's an insult. So yeah, that's the way it goes. Now, you say, you can't use collective punishment. Well, it's not collective punishment because those guys, based on those guys' orders, decisions, votes, that was a consequence of those things based on truth. I'm not saying that in a war these kind of things don't occur. They do occur, and countries do not pay anything. But 1,600, if I would be a parent, I'd rather don't get anything than get that amount of money. Really, really. I know that amount of money means a lot for an Afghani or Afghan, but no. It doesn't matter if my society is poor. You don't give me 1,600. Give me my child back. That's my first request. You can't. Well, take your child. You like that? No, not take your child. It was no. Take you. You're the one. The one who take your child was just to see how much pain you go through. And then you see if you would pay yourself 1,600. Right? And was anybody punished? No. But you guys pay. You guys pay for them 1,600. I pay them the money back, but I want to see those guys, the guys responsible being charged, convicted, and I can pay. I have no problem paying that. I can pay for, I don't know, a lot of them. Give them money back. Jesus Christ, that's an insult. And they are revered. Some of them are sir right now, aren't they? Sir, sir, sir. They were knighted by the queen. Shook hands and bowed a little bit. Had a little bit of cocktails parties. Criminals. Thank you very much. And they talk about Putin. I'm not saying as an angel whatsoever. If he's guilty of something, the same thing should apply to him. That's why I started with him. And I ended with these angels. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. I'm losing it here.